Hello, thank you very much for tuning into this section of reads. This should be on YouTube channel James13 Wicca, in case you're seeing it somewhere else. I will put the information, like the cards and the dice, all that below. Other than that, I guess, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. This is James number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for tuning in, and let's go ahead and get into your reading. Hello, Capricorn. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Capricorn? Making decisions, that's for sure. Oh. Okay. So, there's a... I want to start, but it's kind of like, no, not yet. There's something else you want. There's somebody else you'd prefer here. There's somebody else you'd prefer here, as I keep getting. And it's causing a lot of tension for you. The wrong person is here. I keep getting the wrong person is here. So it could easily be a work situation. It might be something else. But I'm like, the person that's here is the wrong one. And I've been trying to make it work, but the longer I do this, the less I like it. The wrong person is here. Okay. So I feel like you're at your limit with this. I don't want to like just... What is that? The Six of Cups. There's history here, but the history is not matching what I'm dealing with. I don't know what's going on. The wrong person is here. The one I want here, I feel like I need to put here. I need to change this. For some of you, it could be a job thing where maybe you're at the wrong company, or you feel like, you know what, this isn't where I need to be anymore. And the longer I'm here, the more it aggravates me. It could be a relationship where you chose who you chose, but as time has gone forward, you're like, who I thought they were and who they actually are, different people. And this is the wrong one. I feel like over time, the situation has proven it's not what it said it was. It's not what it said it was. It's not what it was supposed to be. And because of this, I need to make a change. And I feel like I'm at the end of my rope with it. I'm at the end of my rope with it. There's a lot coming in all at once. You've done your work, shock. You've done your work. You've done your due diligence to make sure that this is actually how it is. Looked at every angle, tried every possibility, made your mind up, and you've been transforming with it, but at this point you're at that last piece. You're like, the change will happen. This is not something somebody else is choosing. This is something you're choosing because it's like, this is unacceptable. What it was supposed to be versus what it turned out to be, not the same thing. I feel lied to. I feel like it reminds me of marrying somebody and they pretended to be somebody else until the vows were done, and then as every year has progressed since then, the true them has come out, and you're like, if this is who I thought I was dating, if this is who I thought I was engaged to, never would have done it. Same thing with a business situation. I started this job, they said all these benefits, this is the schedule, this is what you'll be doing, and slowly but surely they've just been changing and changing. It's less benefit, not working out the correct way, not doing what I thought I'd be doing. It's kind of like, I feel like I was lied to, so this isn't going to work for me anymore, and the transformation is coming. This is just one of those readings, it's either there or it's not, but you have made up your mind, unacceptable, I've put up with this for too long, tried every angle, worked with as many different possibilities as I could, not working. Not working. But it will be changing, and it will be going my way from this point forward, because I'm not putting up with this anymore. There could be a legal aspect to this. It's possible with the Justice card. King of Pentacles is kind of like, I've made up my mind, and this is what it's going to be doing. And you're heading towards something which, it's a better future. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm empowering myself. I'm putting things where I need it to be. And it's a better future. This is more like a goal. This is like, I'm heading towards this Two of Cups. The current energy with the Two of Cups is telling me I'm not feeling like I'm there, but I'm going there. And I will get there, and I will be there. That's the energy I feel going on here. I've had it. I'm over it. Beyond over it. What is all this? Because I know we're going into a better energy, but I feel like they're saying we need to make sure that this goes more to your liking than you're planning. That's weird. All right, let's see. Death is here. The Death card is right there. And I'm not... Okay. Okay, so the Death card is here. Healing is here. The end is coming. And choices need to be made. People are going to try to get in your way. Okay. That's later. Okay. People are going to try to get in your way. I want to make it simple, but not so simple that it's barely noticed. Because there's healing here, there's a choice to be made. If you're moving on from an energy, who cares what they think? There could be a whole connection with this, like if you're divorcing somebody, or if you're moving on from a job, there may be a whole connection of a whole group of people that it seems like there's an issue here, there's conflict here. That's not where you're going to end up. That's not the energy to invest in. That's the energy to move on from. Fight for you, not for other people, is what I keep getting to. Centering your energy on what was is not building up your future. So it's kind of like if you're selling a house, once you sold it, the people who bought it, that's their problem. Don't be working on a house that you sold. Work on the house that you're going to buy. Save money for what you're going to buy. I feel like this is going to be obvious to you if I put it in those terms. If you sold it, that's not your responsibility anymore. It's the person who bought it, people who bought it, whatever. They have to do that. And by dealing with people or the energy that you're leaving behind, you're investing in something that you've sold. Fight for what you're going towards. Move your energy in the direction, put your energy in the direction where you're gonna be, where you wanna be. Invest your energy in the direction you're gonna be, where you're going. Which might be like you sold the house, right? Don't be fixing that house once you sold it. I feel like that's obvious. I feel like a lot of you are going to be like, well, obviously not. I'm not going to fix a house once I've sold it. But if you have emotional ties to something you're completely leaving behind and you're not going to have those relationships anymore or those connections anymore, don't do things to their benefit, especially if they're making things difficult for you. Let them fend for themselves. Move your energy in the direction you're going. The house is sold. You're like, well, I'm just living in an apartment right now. What else am I going to do? Save your money and put it where it needs to go. Have it ready for that rainy day. Use that money that way. Fight for the direction you want to be in, not for the direction you're leaving. I hope I'm saying it correctly because it seems painfully obvious. But they're saying, you know, center where you're going. Invest in where you're going, not where you've been. Bye. That's done. Somebody's trying to pull your energy backwards. Something is trying to pull your energy backwards, and that's not investing in your future. That's wasting time in the past. That's draining funds into the past. That's putting things, leaving things, losing more to the past. You don't want to go that way. Possibilities. Take it with a grain of salt. There's going to be a complete cut here, which I'm surprised that's how that's coming in. But there's a choice. There's a complete cut. You got the King and Queen of Swords, where we have to completely cut ties from the past. It's going to happen. I don't know what to say. I'm not saying you have to do anything, so I hope that comes across correctly. I'm not saying you have to do a thing. But there's going to be a point where the past is just kind of lingering there, and it's just taking up space. Something from the past here is just taking up space. I don't feel like I even have to communicate with it anymore. It just seems to be dragging your energy back. It just makes no point. It makes no sense. There's just no reason for it anymore. Maybe that's something that's supposed to come in with this reading, is saying there's going to be a point where the past is literally just going to be left there. Like leaving a job, for example, sometimes that happens. Leaving a location, so like if you're moving 500 miles away, for example, you're going to lose a lot of those connections. Some of them you might be keeping, but if you're keeping them, they have value of you and they're not draining you. If there's anything that's holding you to the past and it's draining you, leave it there. Just leave it there. If it's draining you, leave it there. It may sound cold, but maybe I am cold. I don't know. There's a whole new situation coming for you. There's more things for you to be happy with. Accepting the future and going into the future and investing in the future and going towards that energy is going to lift your energy, and it's going to feel a lot better. I'm push my luck. I have a lot of Capricorns in my family, and I've seen this play out. I don't feel like I explain it well to the people that I know. I feel like they agree, but it doesn't really help. But I'll explain it. Hopefully it's helpful. If it's not, just ignore it. Sometimes they get into this energy where they want to prove their point to people who don't care. As if they're going to win something, or as if they're going to make that point, and then the person who screwed you over is going to go, "Oh, Capricorn, you were right. I was so wrong." It's not there. Like, that reality is not there. I've seen that with a few Capricorns that I really very much care about. They want to make their point. The thing is, you can only make the point with you. Only you are going to get it. The other side, it's like a totally different language, a totally different way of living. There's not going to be this moment where they're going to go, "Oh, Capricorn, you were so right. I was so wrong." It's just not going to happen. And I feel like that's part of this, saying don't waste your time on people who won't, let alone don't want to see your point. I don't know if that's helpful, because they're showing it to me and I'm like, I can't remember once where I've ever made my point and it's actually gone across. Because I know Capricorn is very strong, and you feel the way you feel, and you're going to handle it the way you're going to handle it. But they're just saying don't waste your energy on people who don't want to or have the capability of really understanding the way it really worked out. They probably don't want to. And if they don't want to, they're just going to weave and bob and just go around in circles. Don't we all have those people in our life that, you can make the complete perfect argument, show proof, have documentation, show it with models, and they're still no, that's not how that worked. And you're like, how do you not see the proof in front of you? And they're just Don't we all have people like that in our lives? That's these people. I'm just saying, don't waste your time on them. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. I respect that. Hopefully that's helpful. If you don't want that information, just walk away from it. Don't worry about it. Anything else? Alright, I'm gonna shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.